What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Thursday. Yes, it's Throwback Thursday today. On this Thursday, March 14th, 2019. If you guys don't know who I am of course Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys are enjoying these Throwback Thursday pay-per-view reviews, guys, I want you guys to smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. Comment down below, what is your favorite WrestleMania of all time? My favorite WrestleMania of all time. Not gonna lie to you, it's a lot of them, but if I have to pick one, I would have. I mean, this is of course in my top 10. This WrestleMania is of course in my top 10. But WrestleMania 22 is one of my favorites of all time. It's not my number one favorite of all time. My number one favorite WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania 13. That's one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time. But this particular WrestleMania isn't my top 10, of course, because it had my favorite WrestleMania match throughout this whole entire night. Edge and Mick Foley, which we will get over in just a little bit. But comment down below what you guys thought of WrestleMania 22. What is your favorite WrestleMania of all time? If you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are looking for a Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, Throwback Thursday, Top 10 Friday, a wrestling podcast on Saturday, and episodes of WWE 2K19, my career, man. Hit that subscribe button down below, ring those bells for all notifications. Check out the content. Call of Duty. No, not Call of Duty. I'm just tired today. I had a long day today, guys. NXT. There was no Call of Duty episode this week, so there you go. NXT, man. Johnny Wrestling flips the script on the champ himself. Now, this was the last episode of NXT with Tommaso Ciampa as the NXT champion. You guys wonder why I say that? Check out this video. You guys will know why. Link to this video will be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen in the annotation. Also, SmackDown review, man. Vince McMahon stacks the deck against Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston next week on SmackDown Live will compete in a gauntlet match next week. He will have to face not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 men next week. He will have to go against Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, Rowan, and both members of The Bar. Link to this video will be in the annotation on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And also, Raw review from this past Monday. You know, I still get tweets that people still think that Monday Night Raw was a good show. Are you fucking kidding me? Batista gets what he wants at WrestleMania. This segment between Batista and Triple H was the best part of the show. Link to these videos will be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen in the annotation. Follow me on social media, man. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris_WB. And Snapchat. Yes, I do have Snapchat, folks. Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are new to the channel and you're watching this video for the very first time, hit that subscribe button down below. Show some love and support. And ring those bells for all notifications. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Now, let's go review WrestleMania 22 from the Allstate Arena, one of my favorite wrestling cities, in Chicago. One of my favorite arenas in the country. WrestleMania 22, man. WrestleMania 22 was the 22nd annual WrestleMania Professional Wrestling pay-per-view event by the World Wrestling Entertainment. This event took place on April 2nd, 2006 at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Now, this match had how many matches on the card? Well, let's see here. According to my notes here, this match had about, I believe, 6 matches? No, this match had a lot. Damn, had a lot of matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 matches on the card. Jesus Christ. 11 matches. Good God Almighty. We had Big Show and Kane defending the World Tag Team Championships against Carlito and Chris Masters. Then we had the traditional, and I don't know why they stopped doing this, the traditional Money in the Bank ladder match between RVD, Bobby Lashley, Finlay, Matt Hardy, Ric Flair, and Shelton Benjamin. Then we had a United States Championship match between JBL and Chris Benoit. Then we had, in my honest opinion, one of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. This is in my top 20 greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Edge versus Mick Foley in a hardcore match. Then we had the Boogeyman going up against Booker T and Queen Sharmell in a handicap match. Then we had Mickie James versus Trish Stratus for the Women's Championship. We had a casket match between The Undertaker and Mark Henry. We had a no-holds-barred match, which was another match of the night, between Shawn Michaels and Mr. McMahon. Then we had the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and Kurt Angle. Then we had Tori Wilson, the Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, don't know why. Tori Wilson against Candice Michelle in a Playboy pillow fight. And then, of course, we had the main event. John Cena going up against Triple H for the WWE Championship. Now, there was a matchup that took place on the pre-show. There was a battle royal going around, and Viscera won, God rest his soul, by eliminating Snitsky. So there you go. First match of the night was Big Show and Kane defending the World Tag Team Championships against Carlito and Chris Masters. This match lasted, how long this match lasted? 6 minutes and 42 seconds. This match wasn't that bad. It was a good match to start it off. It wasn't that too bad of a matchup to kick it off. To kick off WrestleMania. Kane executed a big boot of Masters, then chokeslammed Carlito to get the victory and retain the titles. Now, there was some tension going around between Carlito and the Masterpiece himself, costing them the World Tag Team Championships. Second match of the night was the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, before we continue, I love the tag team between Big Show and Kane. Just a little side note there. I love that tag team. You guys remember how Big Show and Taker used to be a tag team? The Unholy Alliance? Yeah. I thought Big Show and Taker was a much better tag team than Big Show and Kane. But Big Show and Kane are still a great tag team. Just a little side note there. Second match of the night, we got a Money in the Bank ladder match between Rob Van Dam, Shelton Benjamin, who was the Intercontinental Champion, by the way, Ric Flair, Finlay, Bobby Trashley, and Matt Hardy. This match was good. This match was really, really good. I predicted RVD would win this match, and he did. In the end, Van Dam climbed the ladder, but was stopped when Benjamin springboarded onto the ladder and the two men fought. Hardy came out with a second ladder and joined the two. Van Dam pushed Hardy and Benjamin's ladder, sending them both smashing to the floor. Van Dam grabbed the briefcase and won the Money in the Bank ladder match. I missed the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. I don't know why they put that into a pay-per-view. It's starting to get to a point where, yeah, we're in June, we're in July, yeah, Money in the Bank. Why don't they just bring it back to WrestleMania? Instead of seeing, a 5-man ladder match, a 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship, why not bring back the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania? I wouldn't mind it. I love the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. I loved it. I don't know why they put it into a pay-per-view, but Rob Van Dam wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. As you guys know, Edge won it. Edge won the first Money in the Bank ladder match the year prior, back at WrestleMania 21. Then we got the Hall of Fame class of 2006. We have Mean Gene Okerlund, Sensational Sherry, Tony Atlas, Vernon Gagne, William the Refrigerator Perry, and the Blackjacks attended the event, while Eddie Guerrero was represented by his wife, Vicky Guerrero, and Eddie's nephew, Chavo. I think Brett was also inducted into the Hall of Fame that year also, but Brett did not attend the event as he was not comfortable with showing up to Chicago. So there you go. Third match of the night, JBL versus Chris Benoit for the United States Championship. This match did nothing for me. Didn't care for this match. Meanwhile, the Money in the Bank ladder match lasted 12 minutes and 14 seconds. The United States Championship match lasted 9 minutes and 48 seconds. I did not care about this match. Honestly, to be honest with you, that night I wasn't even watching. But you guys can watch it on the WWE Network. JBL wins. JBL attempted a cutter from hell on Benoit, who avoided the move to apply the cripple crossface. JBL countered and used the ropes for leverage to win the United States title. Do you care about JBL? Do you care about Chris Benoit? I sure don't. So JBL wins the United States Championship. Fourth match of the night. was a hardcore match. One of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. Top 20. This match is in my top 20. Edge versus Mick Foley in Chicago. In the end, this match was fucking crazy. Especially with that fire spot. This match lasted almost 15 minutes. Almost 15 minutes. The build was good. The match was better. Foley pulled on a table, but Lita hit Foley in between the legs. In the crown jewels. With a barbed wire bat and lit the table on fire while Edge performed the spear on Foley through the flaming table on the outside for the victory. I just love this match. This match was good. It had everything you wanted in a hardcore match. Had everything you wanted in a hardcore match, low-key. Had everything you wanted. Had barbed wire. Had flaming tables. They had fucking thumbtacks. Blood. They had everything in this match but the fucking kitchen sink. For crying out loud. But Edge wins. Edge stays undefeated at WrestleMania, beating Mick Foley. In my opinion, one of the best matches of the entire night. Up next, we got Booker T and Queen Sharmell against Boogeyman in a handicap match. Just know the Boogeyman won. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Boogeyman beats Booker T and Queen Sharmell. This match lasted 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Do you care? I really don't. 6th match of the night was the WWE Women's Championship match between Trish Stratus and Mickie James. I love Trish Stratus. Low key, she's fucking beautiful. She's still beautiful to this day. She's still gorgeous. Everybody who's watching wrestling back then was a Trish Stratus fan. I love Trish Stratus. She's fucking gorgeous. Trish Stratus to me, man, is a full course meal. Not talking about Ty's Catering here. But this match lasted 8 minutes and 48 seconds. This match went under 9 minutes. Match was alright. Match is okay. But Mickie James surprisingly beat Trish Stratus to win the Women's Championship. Mickie was cheered. Surprisingly, Mickie was the heel in this match. She was cheered by the crowd of Chicago. This is why I love Chicago crowds. This is why I love Chicago crowds. Now, don't be surprised. Raw this upcoming Monday night will be in Chicago. I would not be surprised if we get a whole bunch of CM Punk chants in Chicago. Just letting you know. I would not be surprised if that happens. Mickie James performs the Mick kick to Trish to win the Women's Championship. So there you go. Next match, we got The Undertaker, the greatest of all time, in my opinion, going up against Mark Henry in a casket match. Now, I was watching the pay-per-view with my lovely girlfriend, Jessica, and she was telling me that the casket is not a casket, it's a box. Me and Jessica had a crazy 20-minute argument over the fact that the casket that they used during this matchup was a box. Jessica, if you're watching, 1, I love you. 2, this is a casket. If you chop the casket in half, it's a full-blown casket. If you add the other half to it, it's a full-blown, double-wide, double-deep casket. So I win, you lose, yeah. This match was good, though. I love this match. This match was good. Taker and Henry went about almost 10 minutes. This match was good for what it was. There was a spot during this match where Taker showed his freakishly strength. So Taker's in the corner, and Mark Henry's on top of Taker. Taker performs a last ride. A last ride. My God. The fact that Taker had to carry Mark Henry, mind you, Henry's like 400 pounds of pure muscle? Jesus Christ. And another spot in this match, which I just love 100% when it comes to The Undertaker. This is classic Undertaker offense here. Taker executed a suicide dive over the top rope. I love that move. Especially coming from The Undertaker. Taker then performed a tombstone power driver on Henry and pushed him into the casket to win the match to improve his WrestleMania record to 14-0. Another great match of the night. Second best match of the night. Taker beats Mark Henry, extends WrestleMania undefeated streak to 14-0. 8th match of the night. This pay-per-view was long. Just saying. I heard this pay-per-view went almost 4 hours. 4 hours. No holds barred match between Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon. The build was good. And like I said, the match was better. Michaels put McMahon on a table with a trash can over McMahon's head. Michaels then climbed on top of a huge ladder, did the DX crotch chop, and executed a flying elbow drop on McMahon through the table. Michaels then executed sweep chat music on McMahon to win the match. This matchup went about almost 20 minutes. This match was good. I love this match. Another match that was really good. Shawn and Vince, you know, the history's there between Shawn and Vince. You guys know, going back to the Montreal screw job. Going back in 97. This match was good. Michaels beats Vince in an almost 20-minute match. Next up, we got Kurt Angle defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton in a triple threat match. This match lasted about almost 10 minutes. Match was good. Another good match. In the end, Mysterio performed a 619 on Orton, followed by West Coast Pop to win the title. After the match, Mysterio celebrated with Chavo and Vicky Guerrero. Mysterio dedicated this match to Eddie Guerrero, the late great Eddie Guerrero. I love this matchup. You know, this storyline literally proved that Rey Mysterio was the underdog. He's the greatest underdog ever, next to Daniel Bryan. But Mysterio, man, I wonder what could have happened. And then you ask this question: what could have happened if Eddie was still living? Like, say, for example, what happened if Eddie Guerrero was still living? To be honest, and I reported this. I really reported this a long time ago. I forgot what video I reported this on. But I think it was, yeah. Eddie Guerrero was in a storyline with Batista before he passed away. And Eddie, on a random edition of SmackDown, he was supposed to beat Batista to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, let's say if Eddie was still living, would Rey Mysterio would have gotten to win the Royal Rumble? No. My honest opinion, no. My honest opinion was no. I don't think Rey would not have won the Rumble if Eddie was still living. But things happen. You know, Eddie ended up dying. You guys know how Eddie died and stuff. He died due to heart failure. Mysterio won the Rumble, coming in number 2. Lasted the longest. It lasted over an hour. Went on the WrestleMania, won the World Heavyweight Championship. So this was good. An emotional moment, but it was good nonetheless for Eddie Guerrero. And not only for him, but for Rey Mysterio as well. 10th match of the night. This match I didn't really care for. Torrie Wilson, the future Hall of Famer. I still question why Torrie Wilson is a future Hall of Famer. Why isn't it Queen Elizabeth in the Hall of Fame? I asked the question. Why isn't it Sable in the Hall of Fame? Why isn't it Victoria in the Hall of Fame? You gotta ask these questions. But instead they put Torrie Wilson. Okay. So we get a Playboy pillow fight between Torrie Wilson and Candice Michelle. This match lasted almost 4 minutes. This match lasted longer than the Boogeyman Booker T Queen Sharmell handicap match. This match lasted 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Did you even care? Yes, you saw the fact that, you know, those two women, you know, in their bra and panties and shit, in their fucking gowns and stuff. Yeah, it was fun to look at. Yeah. But Torrie Wilson was never really good in the ring. But, who won this matchup here? Torrie Wilson won. Surprisingly. The match ended with Wilson pinning Candice with a roll-up for the win. You, Miss Torrie Wilson, you get a golf clap. Finally, guys, main event. John Cena defended his WWE Championship against Triple H. This was the 4th best match of the night. Not going to say the best match of the night, because the best match of the night was Edge versus Mick Foley. But this match was great. A young John Cena proved to everybody else in that night that he can hang with the likes of Triple H. You guys know Triple H. he's one of the greatest of all time. He's in my top 5 list. He's in my top 5 list. Triple H is my top 5 greatest of all time. This match was great. This match lasted, I believe, went over 20 minutes. Went over 22 minutes here. This match was good. I love Cena's entrance, by the way. Cena's entrance was amazing. Triple H came out to the ring on a throne dressed as King Conan, while Cena came out with a Tommy gun and was accompanied by a group of gangsters. And if you guys noticed, one of the people that was doing John Cena's entrance, one of the gangsters in Cena's entrance, was CM Punk, who had recently signed with World Wrestling Entertainment and at the time was performing in OVW. And another one, I didn't even know this, was The Miz. The Miz was also part of Cena's great entrance. Cena's entrance was one of the greatest entrances of all time. One of my favorites ever. In a 1940 Chicago era vehicle. I love those vehicles back in the 1940s. The match was evenly matched, with both men getting the advantage over each other. Triple H tried the pedigree, but Cena caught him within a few for a near fall. Cena applied the STF, but Triple H reached the rope. Triple H tried another pedigree, but was countered into another STF again by Cena, in which Triple H tapped out, meaning Cena retained the championship. Cena posed in the ring with a chorus of cheers from the crowd. Cena was getting booed during the whole entire matchup. Triple H was obviously getting cheered. So that is what had happened. Now, there is no aftermath here, according to my notes here. There is no aftermath. But if I find the aftermath, I will give you guys the aftermath right down below in the description. But WrestleMania 22, man. It was a good pay-per-view. Great pay-per-view. I'm going to give the pay-per-view a 10 out of 10. Because, you know, it had that great hardcore match between Edge and Mick Foley. Had another great match between Taker and Mark Henry in a casket match. Then you had Michaels against McMahon in that no holds barred match. Fantastic match. Then we got Mysterio versus Orton versus Angle in that great triple threat match. And then we got Cena versus Triple H for the WWE Championship. Actually, yeah, 5 matches. Out of, I believe, how many matches we had in this card? Out of 11 matches in this card, 5 of them were really good. 5 of them were really good. Big Show and Kane, the World Tag Team title match it wasn't that bad. The Money in the Bank ladder match was good. The U.S. Championship match, nobody really cared about. Edge versus Mick Foley was a fantastic match. The Boogeyman versus Booker T and Queen Sharmell, nobody cared. Mickie versus Trish Stratus, it was a good match. Taker versus Mark Henry, a great match. Michael versus Vince, a great match. The triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title, great match. Wilson versus Kenneth Bradshaw, nobody cared. And Cena versus Triple H for the WWE Championship. It was a good match. Really great match. Cena wins. The right man won here. And I am getting the fuck out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed WrestleMania 22 Throwback Thursday pay-per-view, guys, smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. Make sure to comment down below what is your favorite WrestleMania of all time. My favorite WrestleMania of all time is WrestleMania 13, which we reviewed last week. Also, guys, if you guys are looking for Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, Throwback Thursday, Top 10 Fridays, the reality podcast right here on YouTube, and episodes of WWE 2K19 My Career, man, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells for all notifications. Check out the content. NXT review up on the channel live. Go ahead and check it out. SmackDown review up on the channel right now. And also Raw review. Link to all these 3 videos will be in the upper right hand corner of the screen in the annotation. Also, guys, don't forget to follow me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris_WFB. And Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below with those bells for all notifications. All new subs that subscribe to the channel between now and Saturday will get shout outs on episode number 11 of the reality podcast on Saturday right here on the YouTube channel. Till then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Top 10 Fridays. You guys are gonna want to look forward to Friday. Till then, talk to you guys later.